That you? Yeah. No, I thought it was you watching. Welcome. I didn't know if it was somebody or keep up. No, I wasn't asking about singing. I was asking if that was you watching or if it was somebody else. Oh. Hey, mythical writer. Oh, what? I can't. Frog. It's Frog's wife. Lolly. Lolly. Hey, Lolly. How are you? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Would you like a reading or are you just saying hey today? I know. I heard you are so like spiritual as well. Very connected. I'm jealous. It's, it's not bad jealous. Just like, oh, I can't wait to be more spiritually fit to where I can connect like you do. Will they actually bother her? Oh, maybe no, never mind. I don't need anything. I don't need any spirits bothering me. I remember, yeah. I started reading for myself about 3 months ago. Actually, more than that now. 4 months ago, I started reading for myself, and I just saw that it was like bringing me so much peace and really connecting me to my higher power. So then I started thinking about reading for other people, and I made like little business cards and went to coffee shops to try to build a clientele. And then Sterling Will was actually the one who was like, "Hey, come read on my live," and it was like my higher power like pushing me out of my comfort zone. And so I read on Sterling's live, and it went so well, and I felt so good. And so that's why I started just doing it. I just thanked him the other day. I sent him a message of gratitude because if it wasn't for him to open up that door, I might never would have done these sessions. And these past few sessions have been so nice. Like I remember wanting to find a tarot reader when I was feeling spiritually sad or like just needed guidance and before I could read, and they were so expensive, and I remember feeling sad about that. And so like to be able to do this and provide some kind of, I don't know, just connection for other people feels good, if that makes any sense. My tarot deck brings me so much happiness. And it just teaches me to remember to grow, to continue growing. We're always growing, you know what I mean? Welcome everyone. I'm so glad you're here. I was just talking, Lolly had asked me about my reading history, and I'm so thankful to this community for letting me read for y'all. It helps me hone in on my skill and connect with my higher power. Yes. Well, I just like cleanse the deck every time. Like every time I use it, I pray over it and I wish away any negativity and I pray for only positivity. So, in regards to cleaning it, I do it with every reading. Now, I'm sure there's probably more ways as I'm very much a newer reader. Like, I know I learned about charging my crystals. So, I'm sure there's another way to clean it. And maybe even some sage. I did learn about sage while I was at treatment, and I actually got to sage the house when I came back. So I'm sure that could be another form of cleaning it. But I typically just pray over it, and that's how I clean my deck usually. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you would like a reading, you could just jump in the chat. And I typically ask if you want a reading to let me know, do you want a general reading or would you like to ask me something specific? The deck won't always answer specific questions, but yeah, I could give it a shot. A lot of people want to ask about relationship, like specific questions. And so typically that they won't answer something as specific as like, who's my future husband? But if you would like a reading, just hop in the chat and let me know if you want a general reading or if you would like a specific question to ask. And I'm glad you're all here. Yes, of course. I keep wanting to say mythical writer, but I know your name. Lolly, right? Lolly. Keep up. Lolly, right? Lolly. Okay, Lolly. I'm going to pray over the deck first, okay? My higher power, my source, my creator of all. I thank you for this day, this beautiful day, and the wonderful rain we had this morning. I ask that you release any negativity from this deck and only provide love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words and guide this deck for my sister Lolly. I'm forever thankful for her and Frog and their family and their community. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring peace, love, happiness, and abundance to Lolly and Frog. And so it is. Amen. Okay. All right, sister. I'm gonna shuffle the deck. So just keep an open heart and open mind. Release any negativity from this deck. I only lead with love, light, and positivity. I thank my spirit allies for connecting with us today and raising the vibrational fields of this world that we live in. Thank you for everything that we have. Okay, sister, I'm going to cut the deck and then I'll lay 3 down, okay? All right, and when I do a general read, I typically say past, present, future, or if you've been really thinking about something lately, it could be pertaining to what you may be thinking about lately or praying or meditating over, whatever's been on your mind. So this could be your past, or it could be related to something you've been really thinking about a lot lately. My brain's not working yet. I just seen it. Thank you for being patient. There we go. All right. So this is the 6 of Cups and it's reversed. So I'm going to read the general description first and then I'll read the reverse. The past has come back to haunt you with friendly, fluffy ghosts. That's funny because K-pop was just talking about how connected to spirits you are. You're but this is a little bit different. You're connecting with your youthful puppy self. Now it's reversed, so I'll read that part. There's a time and a place for hanging with the young dogs, but there's grace in not acting like a puppy when you're graying around the muzzle. Take inventory of the behaviors, habits, and people you've outgrown. Be wise and brave enough to shed what no longer serves you. All right. And now this could be your present, or it could be related to something that's been going on in your life. And this is the moon. No matter how bright the moon is, it is still the realm of the night. Thank you, 7. I'll get you after Lolly. I've got your name down. It may be a tad harder to see it at night, but this card pretends clarity when looking inward at your innermost dreams, desires, and intuitions. Don't be afraid of the dark and don't get distracted by the pesky felines you encounter, or spirits, maybe. The moon is here to help you connect to your truer self. But watch out, the crab here, there's a little crab in a dog's mouth, represents the tough shelled ego, which can pop up in your dreams, a flag as red as its shell. So I know you being a spiritual person knows all about ego. I always tell people society taught me that ego was just like boasting, like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. But I've learned in my sobriety that my ego is actually way bigger than that. And it can be like self-sabotaging a lot. And this card could be your present, or your future, or it could be related to something that's been going on lately. You okay?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh. Ah. I put him on this paper, but you can put him on it. Thank you, babe. Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. All right, this is the 8 of Swords, Lolly. And it is reversed. So I'll read the general description and then the reverse description. You are in limbo, stuck in outer space. Which way's up? Which way's out? Or are you just lying on the floor surrounded by bones, staring at the ceiling, and you can't get up? Reversed, you've silenced your mental chatter long enough to break free of a situation that felt hopeless and confining. At one point, you swore there was no way out, no solution to be had, and you'd be stuck forever. The key was owning your agency and realizing you could stand up and walk away at any time. So if it's your future card, I typically tell people it might not make sense now, but maybe down the road it will. But I appreciate you, Lolly. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope they connected to you in some way or brought some peace or something to pray or meditate over. All right, Subin. Yes, Subin's the next one. If you're just watching and you would like a reading, you can just type in the chat general reading or a specific question. You're welcome, Lolly. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. And I'll add you to my list. All right, Subin, I'm going to pray over my deck for you, okay? Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I've been reading all into Hinduism and, oh, yes, thank you, Lolly. I appreciate it. 7. Okay, 7. My higher power, my source, my creator of all. I thank you for being here. I thank you for guiding my words and this deck. I ask that you do the same for 7, that you guide my words in this deck to give what 7 needs to hear. I call upon Archangel Michael and I call upon Archangel Raphael to guide me and lead me in this reading. I ask that you bring healing, prosperity, and abundance to 7. And so it is. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle, okay? And then just keep an open mind and an open heart, okay? I release any negativity from this deck. I only speak words of light, love, and positivity. I ask that you continue to guide my words in these readings and to connect with people as they seek spiritual guidance. I thank you so much. I thank you for everything we have. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. What are you doing? Oh. All right. So what I typically say is your first card could be your past, or it might be related to something you've been thinking about a lot lately. And this is, oh, I nearly said the wrong thing. The 6, no. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry, my brain is not up yet. There it is. The 4 of Swords. So what I'll do is I'll read the general description and then I'll flip it and read the reverse. Every dog has his day, and sometimes that's a doggy's fall day by necessity. You're exhausted. It's time to retreat to the softest of microfiber dog beds and treat yourself. Now it is reversed, so I'll read the reverse. As any trainer, dogs love to work. If you ask them to jump through the same hoops over and over again, they'll do it until their paws bleed, until they're frothing at the mouth. Don't let workaholism or a desire to please lead you to burnout or worse. Oh, and I know that situation has applied to me before. Like, I have been known to spread myself way too thin, and I was that worker that was definitely overworking myself. So I can connect with this card as well. All right. Your next card could be your present, or it could be related to something that's been on your mind and your heart. And this is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, make no mistake about it, it's the High Priestess's chair now. This girl is sitting on top of a world fertile with possibility and power. Her lit candles speak to the contrast between darkness and light, secrets and clarity. Talk about the divine feminine. She represents sacred knowledge and hidden secrets. She directs your attention to your own intuition and the trust you've built within yourself. So I don't think I need to speak anymore on it. It's just basically saying, like, you're already connected. You just keep listening to your intuition, because ultimately we all have the divine within us. We just have to listen. All right. And this could be your future, or it could be related to something you've been thinking about lately. It looks like a decision, maybe. This is the Two of Pentacles. It's cool having two balls rather than one, and you're feeling pretty chipper about it, even though you're not always sure how to play with both at the same time. You're managing to balance more than one job, more than one project, or to juggle several responsibilities. That goes with that first card about spreading ourselves too thin. You know that if someone picks up both balls and tosses them, you'll have to choose which one to chase. Even now, with two in your field of vision, you're at risk of losing your focus and your equilibrium. So, yeah, these two cards are speaking a lot about balance and self-reflection and moderation. And this one's speaking to your intuition and how you already have that divine within you. Thank you, Subin, for letting me read for you. I appreciate you being here. I hope it connected with you in some way. Hey, Ayushi. I hope I said it right. If you would like a reading, you can hop in the chat. Ayushi. That's a cool name. I hope I'm saying it right. Welcome. Anybody that's just coming in, if you would like a reading, you can. Thank you, Subin. I appreciate you. You can hop in the chat and just put general, or you can put a specific question. Welcome. I'm glad you're all here. I was telling Sterling popped in the other day, and I told him I got a new deck. It's amazing. I did a couple of readings for myself. 3? Oh, it's cute. The Crystal Power Tarot. It's so intense. I love it. It's amazing. But I'm really connected with my doggy deck. So until I get more connected with my crystal deck, I've just kind of kept it to the side but it's a very different deck. Like the doggy deck does reversed readings, which kind of can bring out some of the what we perceive as negative things in our life. But all of us have negative things, where none of us are perfect. So the deck is always going to get you to self-reflect, because that's what spiritual guidance is about. But the Crystal Power deck, it doesn't do reversed readings. It just reads upright, and it's all positive. And I guess it still would give self-reflection, just in a very gentle way. Welcome, you all. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. If you would like a reading, just hop in a chat. You can put general reading. Some people like to ask a specific question. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Yeah, keep up. You want a reading? Are you being serious? You want a general or a 3-card? I mean, you have a specific question? That's my hubby in the background. Like he's taking advantage. You want? You have a specific question, or you just want a general? Just see what the 3 cards are.
Let me see what they are. I'll connect it to what's in my head.
I gotcha. Lolly says, to truly clear and connect with your deck, cover in dark cotton cloth placed under your pillow. Oh, I like it. Thank you, Lolly. I've never heard that before. In a dark cotton cloth placed under your pillow. Oh, I like it. I can do that, definitely. And I can see how that can connect me with it for sure. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate that. My spirit allies, my source, my higher power, thank you for guiding my words in the deck today. Thank you for this community. I ask that you continue to guide my words in this deck for Key Fob. I ask that you bring healing, love, and peace and calm to him. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring him love, happiness, prosperity, abundance, and peace. And so it is. Amen. All right, my hubby, I'm going to shuffle. Right, Lolly? I just got that crystal deck and I was like kind of worried because I was told that yeah, she really wants to something. I was told that if somebody doesn't gift you the deck that you won't connect with it. And my very first deck I didn't connect with because and I did pick it out myself, but maybe I kind of spoke that into existence because that's what they told me. And then Maddie Keefaw picked out the dog deck, and it's just been such a blessing. I've really connected with it. So I was a little worried when I got the Crystal Power deck with me picking it out myself, whether I would connect with it, but it's already been such a blessing. Oh yeah, I don't know. I just my heart led me to do it. I haven't had the privilege to watch a lot of other readers, and I've never been able to afford one. So I've never really. I just know that prayer is powerful. Yeah. Well, I ended up realizing that with my crystal deck. I was like, no, I'm so connecting with this. I think it's just like I had to make sure that I connected with it before I bought it. You're right. I get what you're saying, Lolly. I read this deck of any negativity and ask that she continue to guide my words as I lay down the cards for Keepaw. I have so much gratitude for him and our relationship and our marriage. Thank you so much.
Redraw the first card.
Uh-oh. What? What do you mean? Welcome, everyone. If you would like a reading, just hop in the chat.
All right. Now you can okay.
I don't see it. Oh, I'm going to get a cord. No. Oh, you mean the card, the corgi card. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that would be so funny if you got the corgi card. I love the corgi card. It's so cute. It's the sun card. Oh, the Queen of Cups, my queen. Let's see. All right, the Queen of Cups. The Queen is intuitive, which she very much is, creative, big hearted, and empathetic. And she or he returns all the love that comes her way, plus some, which she so does. Curled up on the bed, contemplating breakfast, this queen loves warmth, security, and pats, and knows she deserves all those things. She is not selfish by any means. She sees right through people and anticipates their needs before they do. Oh, Lord, he loves to cook me some breakfast. He knows when I need to eat. All my food. He cooks all my food. She's anchored and sturdy, but emotionally fluid enough to respond to whatever situation is at hand. Take a page from the Queen's book and trust yourself. Oh, that really speaks to you. You definitely fit that mold. All right, let's see. Your next one, the Page of Wands. I remember this one from the other day, but I can't. It's like so funny because as I connect more and more, I know the cards more, but I still have a hard time remembering them, but I'll get better. Pages signal new beginnings and becoming a student of the suit's qualities. Here, the suit of wands and the element of fire represent creativity, focus, energy, and action. A puppy doesn't always know what to do with a stick, but that's okay. He's having fun dragging it around the yard and keeping it away from that other dog that's in hot pursuit. Play is how we begin to master something in a more serious way. Wow, that kind of like, it reminds me of like our YouTube channels, like if we don't try, we're never going to get better at it. Not only is fun its own incentive, but it leaves plenty of room for making mistakes and not taking ourselves too seriously. I like that. All right. And your last one is the Ace of Cups, and it is reversed. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their little first steps toward building a lovely, lovely, long lasting connection. Now it's reversed. Both people and dogs can chafe at using leashes, and too much control can stifle freedom and joy. The collar gets put on a little too tightly, the leash pulled too hard when trust is absent. And when it's all about wanting power over another, there's no room for love. Be open to self examination, countering self doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. Oh, I don't know how that might apply to you, or do you see it a different way?
It's a bad hit.
It is a fat hand. It is a fat hand. Hey, on Schumann. I hope I said that right. On Schumann. Of course you can have one. I just finished key fobs. Would you like a general reading? Just like general, past, present, future? And thank you for being here. If I didn't say that, I might have already said that. If you're still here on Schumann, you can tell me if you would like a general reading or if you would like something to ask me something specifically. It's hard reaching a specific person when reading online as the person being read for may not be connected. The spirits could want to speak to someone else. Oh, I see what you're saying, Lolly. I've been really lucky. A lot of times my readings in the past sessions that people have connected with, but it is a hit or miss, and it is about the listener too. They have to be open, they have to be willing, and also me too, and what I'm feeling. So you're right. It is very a dynamic relationship. I get it. Yeah. Okay, so a Schumann, Zoya's feelings for me, and am I a priority for her? I'm here. I too am an empath. Yes, I'm very much an empath. I was just talking with my sponsor about that this morning. Um, all right. So what I usually like to tell people when it comes to like specific questions about how someone else feels about them, the cards don't typically answer that specific of a question, but I'm gonna pray over it and we'll pull 3 cards and just see what connects, okay? All right. Zoya's feelings for me, and am I a priority for her? And Schumann. My source, my higher power, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you continue to guide me in words of wisdom for Schumann in this relationship that he's asking about. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to guide them and help them to hear what they need to hear in this moment and for whatever is in their highest good. And so it is. Amen. All right, on Schumann. I'm going to shuffle, and I just want you to keep an open mind and an open heart to the message, okay? I release any negativity from this deck. I only ask for positive and uplifting messages and what needs to be heard for the highest good. Thank you. I have so much gratitude for this community. Okay, I'm going to split the deck and then I'm going to put 3 cards down, okay? Oh, that's a good idea. I did see like the 1 card pull. I did see that in my different layout options. Yeah. I don't know why. My intuition just led me to stick with the 3 cards. I don't know why. But I should try that too. Oh, wow. Well, the reason I'm sticking with 3 is because the last few times that I had of readings, I don't do more than 3. Like I've done 5 the first few times, but when I do the free readings, there's quite a few people coming in, and I want to make sure I give everybody a chance that wants a reading. So I've never done 12 or 15. Wow. For myself, the most I've ever done is 10 for my own reading. Yeah. But okay, let's look and see what they say on Schumann. All right. Your first card is the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I'm so blessed. I have 2 readers in here with me. The pressure's on, huh? Let's see. The Queen of Pentacles. Gentle, steady, and secure is who she is. This queen appreciates a good tennis ball as much as the next dog, but will never snap it out of your hand. She'll be as patient as she needs to be. Though deeply appreciative of all the goodness in life, dog treats, lush grass, cold water, the queen views all these things holistically and relationally. She knows they are more enjoyable when sharing those experiences with others. Her Highness reminds you that these are the ideals to aim for. So, and you're asking about a specific relationship. You don't read for yourselves? Oh. Let's see, going back to your question, it was about a relationship, right? I lost it now. Okay, yeah, am I a priority for her? I think this card is like as far as like you questioning whether you're a priority to somebody else. This is more speaking of knowing, like, though deeply appreciative of all the goodness in life, the queen views all these things holistically and relationally. Like, just reminding you of being aware of your world and everything you have to offer. I find that a lot of times when I read for people that ask about relationships, it always brings them back to reflect on themselves and how divine they are. Every time I read when somebody asks about somebody else's feelings. All right, your middle card, let's see. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Whether you just want to master tennis ball, catch and grab, or you're training for the Summer Canine Olympics, commitment to your craft will pay off. You've worked hard and spent time perfecting a skill. Showing up and doing the work every day gives you the confidence of knowing you will always perform well and people will notice. Keep at it. And if this is replying directly to my dog is speaking. Get better. My husband's going to take care of it. If this is speaking directly to your relationship, I feel like it's saying you're working hard, you're perfecting like your relationship, you have confidence already. If this person isn't in love with you and that's what you're seeking, then you have to find it, you know. So this is, I think it's just validating like all your hard work. All right, I'm gonna pull your last one. All right, this is the Knight of Wands, and it is reversed. I thought with it being so hot today, the pumps would be calm. The Knight of Wands. It's reversed, but I will read the general description first. The knight has moved out of the apprentice phase and is embarking on his journey to learn all about the element of fire, how to direct his energy and to focus. All right, reverse. The knight sometimes stumbles on the path, but that's okay. This is all about learning. I would say spiritual progress, never perfection. One of the first lessons is learning how not to allow your enthusiasm to lead you to bite off more than you can chew. In regards maybe to this relationship, maybe it's a lot of enthusiasm, but that it's also getting you emotionally drained from it. The other is all about finding the right cadence with your energy and drive so you don't burn it all up before you reach your goal. So it's all about balance. And especially if this particular relationship is causing that imbalance, I think this is just speaking to that. Thank you. Thank you, Schumann. I hope I'm saying it right, for letting me do a reading for you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Lolly, I find like I'm all about good karma, bad karma, and especially in my sobriety, I really try my best to align myself with peace, love, light, and selfless acts for others. And I find that as long as I keep myself lined up and be as truly as selfless as I can, like even as selfless, like the Gita from Hinduism taught me that I need to even do selfless acts and never think about what the outcome will be. Like, I just do it out of the goodness of my heart, just to be a good person. And I find the more that I align myself with that, the less bad juju I have coming around me. So thankfully, my cards have never brought anything negative to me. Thank God. Thank to my higher power. Thank you, Anshuman. I appreciate you. Welcome everybody else that's here. If anybody would like a reading, you can hop in the chat and ask for a general reading, or you can ask a specific question. I'm glad you're all here. Even if you're just watching, that's okay too. Welcome. My first deck was the Spirit Ally deck. I got this one first, and it was like it just really helped me ground myself in my spirituality. Yeah, I saw like as people get more advanced that yeah, they do good. And I do have some readings where I can connect the three cards, but it's definitely still growing. I'm definitely still learning and evolving. I appreciate your advice. Yeah, but it's nice when I can see that connection of the three cards and how they tell a whole story. Hey everyone, welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you would like a reading, you can hop on the chat. When I wait, sometimes I pull mine. Hey Tia, there is not right now. Would you like a general reading or do you have a specific question? Welcome back. Thank you for coming. I remember seeing you the other day. Yeah, you remember Tia the other day? Oh, how fun. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you're wanting, I say fun, but I don't know if you're to be honest, I've never had a question like this. So I cannot guarantee that the cards will tell you whether you're pregnant or not, but I will pray over the deck and we'll see what we get. There's no harm, no foul here. I am not at all a partaker in any negativity. So it'll only be good things that come out of this, okay? I'll pray over the deck, okay? My source, my higher power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you bring guidance for Tia as she's experiencing signs of possible pregnancy. I ask that you guide her words to bring comfort, wisdom, knowledge, and prosperity. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring in love, wisdom, and light. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and just keep an open mind, okay? Oh, thank you, Lolly. I appreciate you. I release the sense of any negativity. I only bring words of light, love, and positivity. I'm forever grateful of everything that we have. I ask that you guide these cards for Tia. So crazy right now. I ask that you guide these cards for Tia and to provide her some sense of calmness and security in her time of uncertainty and question. Okay, I'm going to split the deck. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, let's see, Tia. My sister. Oh, this Queen of Swords. Look, if it was early pregnancy, like I've never had biological children, but that's probably where you'd find me because I heard it's not fun in the very beginning or at all. In the whole process, people can be sick. Or Queen of Swords. Snug in a blanket patterned with birds, symbolizing the element of air. The queen is the embodiment of dignity and is so smart. She can probably read the word wolf on that bone because the bone says wolf on it. Yes, Miss Pickett, we got you down. Hey, sister, welcome back. The queen is self-contained, shrewd, and analytical, and she earned her crown through hard work and probably some mental suffering. She is also extremely perceptive, so let the truth be your guiding principle. I like how it goes in there. She's extremely perceptive. So I don't know. All right, let's see what your next card is. Do you have biological children, Tia? If it's too personal, I totally understand. I'm wondering, like, if you've already been pregnant before, maybe they're speaking of you're extremely perceptive because maybe you know what those signs feel like. Right, possibly. Ah, yeah. So I like how that card's like you're extremely perceptive. All right, this is the Nine of Cups. You're now I want to know when you find out. You're the center of attention, surrounded by dogs and humans who love and appreciate you just as you are. There is something better than cube steak, better than rolling in mucky water, better than walks, knowing that the people and dogs in your house love you no matter what. That flows two ways. Your love for them is seen and acknowledged. When this card comes up, it signifies not just emotional fulfillment, but that you've got the cube steak and the long walks locked down too. No matter what, this is speaking of these blessings. So, and I like how it's honing in on family. Like you're extremely perceptive and you're so blessed. You've got this tight pack and this amazing family. Oh, I'm getting ooh. All right, let's see what your last card is. Oh, the Ace of Cups. All right, it's reversed. So I'll read the general first and then the reverse reading. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their little first steps towards building a loving, long lasting relationship. And now this is reversed. Both people and dogs can chafe at using leashes, and too much control can stifle freedom and joy. The collar gets put on a little too tightly, the leash pulled too hard when trust is absent. And when it's all about wanting power over another, there's no room for love. Be open to self examination, countering self doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. I'm feeling like that self doubt. That little key in there was like, watch out for counteract your self doubt. So I like how this is like you're perceptive, you're very perceptive. This is like speaking about your self doubt and in family. So I don't want to say the cards are speaking it, but maybe there's a baby in that belly. Who I want to know when you find out. Oh, Tia, I totally get that. Like my head like lives in doubt. I have to constantly pray and meditate and remind myself that we are all the divine and we all have the divine within us and to trust our intuitions. Thank you for letting me read for you in such a sensitive topic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Miss Pickett, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Yes, please do. I can't wait to hear. Miss Pickett, would you like a general reading or do you want a specific, I have a specific question you would like me to try to touch on? So excited for you, Tia. I would love some good news regarding finances. Oh, man, you and me too, girl. You and me both. I just found out that my Armada decided it didn't want to have reverse anymore. So now I have a car that I bought less than a year ago that no longer has reverse. But I've been learning in my sobriety to attitude of gratitude. So I said, at least it still has drive, and at least my driveway slope this way. It's like attitude of gratitude, huh? Okay, Miss Pickett. Good news regarding finances. All right, let me pray over the deck for you, okay? My source, my higher power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this card. I release any negativity from this deck, and I only ask to bring words of wisdom, light, and prosperity to Miss Pickett. I'm forever grateful for Miss Pickett being part of my community and coming back. I ask, call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in healing, prosperity, abundance, and a happy life. And so it is. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle. Just keep an open heart and open mind. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Now release any negativity from this day. I thank you so much for bringing words of light, love, and positivity to this community. When one rises, we all rise. I ask that you continue to guide my words and to touch Miss Pickett to bring her a sense of peace and calmness and abundance. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck and then we'll lay 3 cards down. Thank y'all for being here. I always get like a little nervous, but then as I start reading, I end up feeling better. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, the same thing in the classroom. You're right. When I taught at the beginning, I'm like, oh my gosh, so nervous. And then I would just naturally flow into it. All right, this is the devil, but don't be too alarmed. It's not as bad as it seems. I promise. All right, and it's reversed. So I'll read the general description and I'll read the reverse description. Do not let the hiss of this strange creature fool you. This devil is all yowl and no scratch. Now that the cat's upside down because it's reversed, and you really can't ignore what it denotes, you're already on the path to some welcome transformation. Don't stop now. Freedom is yours for the taking, as opposed to this cat who's upside down. Calls it a dummy. So basically, this card upside down is speaking to you. Your transformation's happening. Don't stop now. That freedom is yours. So kind of just trying to provide a sense of calmness to you, because, and I know it's easier said than done, especially when it comes to finances, but you've got this. It's going to work out. All right, let's see your middle card. This is the 7 of Pentacles. You spent the afternoon chasing down every lost ball in your backyard, and your hard work has paid off. You've snuffed under every bush, pawed along the fence line, searched the doghouse. You've recovered ball after ball, then consolidated them in one place. Not only can you feel satisfied about recovering your toys, but you can feel proud of the great work you've done. So this card's talking about your hard work you've done, and then this one's talking about your freedom. So both of these are just trying to provide a sense of calmness and security to you, and during this, time of questioning finances. All right, let's see. Oh, this came up a couple of times now. It's all about balance. And I know easier said than done, especially with finances. All right, it's upside down, so I'll read the general description first. The knight has moved out of the apprentice phase and is embarking on his journey to learn all about the element of fire, how to direct his energy and to focus. So yeah, and with me with finances, talking about honing that energy in on something, I can be all over the place. Like that alone can cause me to go up and down, up and down. All right, the reversed. The knight sometimes stumbles on the path, but that's okay. This is all about learning. One of the first lessons is learning how not to allow your enthusiasm to lead you to bite off more than you can chew. That happens to me too. The other is all about finding the right cadence with your energy and drive so you don't burn it all up before you reach your goal. So this is all about balance, and you can see that long stick in his mouth. So yeah, it's just reminding you that finances can be overwhelming. And I know that our cards don't tell us oh, we're going to be rich tomorrow, unfortunately. But what they do is they guide us spiritually and to remind us that we're always loved, we're always guided, and we're always protected. And with this balance and this reminder of how great you are, it's going to work out. I'm so sorry, sister. I know this world can exhaust us. I know. And I know that finances alone can exhaust us. And, my best spiritual advice when I feel exhausted is trying to find that balance, trying to find something that can bring me a sense of peace. and through meditation or prayer, whatever practice hits you best, find that, make time for that to rest your soul and your body. And always remember that the birds and the wildlife don't hoard, and neither do we, because we're always going to be provided for. And I know it's hard because the world teaches us that we have to do this, this, and this. And if we don't have this 401k, and we don't have this savings, then we're not succeeding. But that's just a false narrative. You know, you're always going to be provided for. And I can tell you're such an amazing soul. Thank you for being here. And thank you for just sharing this space with me. I'm sending you, yes, and I'm sending you so many good vibes and prayers. And get some rest, sister. Rest that soul because you're worth it. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody who's here. If you would like a reading, you can hop in the chat. Or if you just want to say hey, you can just say hey. Yes. Oh. That message is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's sweet. I'm very appreciative to this community. Every time it's part of like my sober journey. Part of the AA community teaches us about selfless acts, giving back to the community, and building our spiritual foundation. And so this community may not realize it, but being here is another part of what helps me stay sober as well. Me being able to spiritually connect with other people too. So thank you all for being here. Wow. I might, while we're seeing if anybody else wants a reading, pull some of my spirit ally cards. Those are always uplifting and so positive. I love this was my first deck, and it has ask and you shall receive. Oh, look, ask and you shall receive while I wait for the next reading. Oh my goodness, we just had somebody else with a possible pregnancy. Oh, the baby flow is in the air. Baby fever, baby fever. I told him now that I'm sober, maybe we should have a baby. All right. I would like a reading about my future baby. Conceiving time, thanks and gratitude. Okay. I like to tell people with specific questions like that, you might not have a specific answer, but I'll definitely pray for you. I don't want to say your name wrong. Meenakshi. I'll definitely pray over the deck, and we'll pull 3 cards, and we'll just see where it goes from there. Future baby, conceiving time. Meenakshi. Thank you for being here, Meenakshi. My higher power, my source, thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you continue to do so for Meenakshi and bring words of enlightenment, wealth, health, and just a sense of certainty to her. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bless her in her womb and help her to find the right time for this future baby that she is meditating and praying over. And so it is. Amen. Oh, I can't help but smile thinking of babies. Meenakshi. It's a beautiful name too. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck for you, sister, and just keep an open heart and an open mind, okay? Meenakshi. I release this deck of any negativity. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for this community. I'm thankful for the words of wisdom and security that you bring us. And I said you continue to guide my words for Meenakshi and to bring her a sense of knowledge and wisdom for her future. Okay. I'm going to split the deck. And then I'll just lay 3 cards down and we'll see how it touches us, okay? All right. Oh, that's funny. The Ace of Cups come up again, and it's reversed. All right, I'm going to read it, and then I'll read the reverse, too. All right. You would think I remember by now. I think I had it 3 times. A dog and a human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their literal first steps towards building a lovely, long lasting connection. Both people and dogs can chafe at using leashes, and too much control can stifle freedom and joy. The collar gets put on a little too tightly, the leash pulled too hard when trust is absent. And when it's all about wanting power over another, there's no room for love. Be open to self examination, countering self doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. When I was reading this, I think about your question where you're asking about your future baby and possible conceiving time. And to me, this card is connecting maybe with you and your higher power. And like it's reversed, so it's saying that maybe there's too much self-control there and maybe not enough of faith in your higher power and leading you and letting it just happen when it happens. That's kind of how I'm perceiving it. Countering that self-doubt and trying to control the situation. That's what I really think it's reading to is just having faith that your higher power is going to provide to you exactly when the timing's right, is how I'm perceiving it. And let's see what the middle one says. And I know, like with babies, I don't have biological children, and I went through a phase in my life where I just wanted one so bad. I knew I was meant to have one. And I remember being down a lot of times when I would take that pregnancy test and it would come up negative, and just I let it consume me quite a bit. Yeah, Meenakshi, you hit the nail on the head. And girl, it is hard for me. I have to surrender. On a daily basis, I have to remind myself I have no control. The divine is here, and the divine will provide as long as I allow them to. Yeah. It's hard though. It is so hard. All right, this is the Seven of Cups and it's reversed. So I'm going to read the description and then the specific description for the reversed. Which lead to follow? So, because this dog has many leashes. Which fish to chase? You're inundated with choices, and not all of them are good. Even the goodest of dogs gets well. Even the goodest of dogs gets dogged by decision fatigue, and you've decided to take the easy way out. You're going to jump at the shiniest thing you can see that's going to tangle you up more, land you in muddy water, and scatter those fish you're trying to catch. So take a seat and take stock before you pounce. So this is also talking about taking a step back and reflecting before you just jump in on it. Just like you said, surrender. And it kind of lines up with that first card of like, okay, I don't have control of this. The divine does. So, and all these decisions can get us totally wrapped up when we try to control it ourselves. All right, let's see what your last card says. The Knight of Pentacles. It's reversed, so I'll read the description also and then reverse description. The knight has moved out of the apprentice phase and is embarking on his journey to learn all about the element of earth, how to use his natural stick to get things done and avoid becoming a stick in the mud. Sometimes we fall off the deck one too many times and decide prematurely that we're just not cut out for this. Upside down, the knight is feeling discouraged, which kind of maybe is what you're feeling, maybe in regards to like really honing in on when to conceive and when will it happen. So I could see maybe how you would be feeling discouraged. He's not sure all his hard work is going to amount to anything. The solution isn't to give up. So your higher power is talking. I got goosebumps. Like, don't give up. Surrendering is a different type of giving up, right? Don't give up. It's to stay steady and keep going. Oh, have fun. Keep going. You're already halfway there. So the last piece of this card says you're already halfway there. So look, this card is reminding you it's going to happen. It will. And these are just reminding you, like you said, to surrender and let that process happen naturally. Oh, I got goosebumps for that reading. Thank you for letting me read on that. And when you find out you are pregnant, please come back and share because now I have baby fever. There was another woman asking about a baby. So I'm so happy for you. And I know that things are gonna work out exactly as they should. Like Adventures of Keepaw is my husband. He's like, no. I'm actually okay, luckily. I joke about it. I've luckily learned to surrender as well and to my higher power and say, if we're meant to have a baby, then a baby will naturally come. And if we're not, then that's okay too, you know? So thank you, Meenakshi, for being here and sharing this space with me. It is all about divine timing. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, please do. And namaste. You need to go get some baby rest and like just go ahead and speak it into existence. Be like, there's a baby in there. It's gonna happen. And just know it. Just know it's gonna happen in its own divine timing. Thank you again. Thank you all for being here. If you would like a reading, you can just hop in the chat and you can ask for a general reading or a specific question if you have a specific question. Or if you just want to say hey, you can say hey too. I was so I felt so blessed to have a couple of people come back that have visited me. It was very sweet. It means a lot to me. And I thank you all for sharing this space with me. I am you're okay. Welcome. I'm so happy you all are here. If you would like a reading, you can hop in the chat and ask for a general reading, or you can ask for a specific question. And while I wait for the next reading, I can play with my hey love bug. That is the cutest ever. Love bug. Oh my goodness. That makes me feel all like good inside. Welcome. Yes, you can have a free reading. Do you have a specific question you would like to ask, or is it just like a general 3-card read? How does Jaden feel about me? Oh my gosh, my son's name is Jaden. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. I know relationships can be so difficult. Okay, what I will say is that a lot of times when people ask about other people's feelings, you might not get a specific answer as regards to how this person's feeling about you, but it can provide some guidance and some spirituality possibly. So let me pray over the deck, and then we'll put 3 cards down and just see what they say. Okay. All right. My source, my higher power. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you do the same for Love Bug. I ask that you bring a sense of peace, self love, self confidence, and just security. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to please come in and provide self love, self healing, and a piece of security. And so it is. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the deck and just keep an open mind and an open heart, okay? I release this deck of any negativity. I only ask that you bring words of wisdom, happiness, and light. I ask that you guide Love Bug during these times of possible questioning and possible insecurities of this relationship. I ask that you speak words of wisdom for their highest good. Okay. I'm going to split the deck and then I'll lay the cards down, okay? All right. Oh, that's so crazy. That Ace of Cups keeps coming up today. And it's reversed again, too. All right. You would think I've had it memorized by now. So it's reversed. So I'm going to read the general description and then I'll read the reverse description. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their literal first steps towards building a loving, long-lasting relationship. So this might be speaking to Jaden and how he feels about you, but it's reversed. So it's going to speak to you, not our Jaden. my husband looked at me like, Jaden, because our son's name is Jaden. But it's reversed. So it's about to kind of speak to you and your self-reflection in this relationship. Both people and dogs can chafe at using leashes, and too much control can stifle freedom and joy. The collar gets put on a little too tightly. The leash pulled too hard when trust is absent. And when it's all about wanting power over another, there's no room for love. Be open to self-examination, countering self-doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. So I perceive this as like you're doubting this relationship, and it might be causing you to try to control things more. And this is wanting you to self-reflect on that, okay? All right, let's see what the middle card says. This is the Knight of Cups. Doggies are barking. Oh, yeah, this is a doggy deck. So they're all dog cards. Or do you mean a dog show? Oh, yeah, these are all dogs. It's a doggy deck. All right, the Knight of Cups. Oh, a dog ran out the door today and chased. Oh, everything was okay though, right? Like they didn't hurt you, did they? Hopefully not. Divine timing, huh? All right, the Knight of Cups. The knight has moved out of the apprentice phase and is embarking on his journey to learn all about the element of water, tapping into his inner knowledge and using his emotional intelligence to connect with others. Now, this is reversed. So I'm going to read the reversed. How undignified. Reverse, the knight is being dragged by his leash, reluctantly dealing with noise, other animals, surly people, honking cars, and the occasional rainstorm. He's feeling moody, obsessive, and self-indulgent. This is going to be a learning experience one way or another. Why not give in to the experience and enjoy the walk? Oh, so this is speaking to, again, possibly you're trying to control this relationship maybe and trying to get out of him, like, what are you feeling, but this is saying, like, just go with the flow and just learn through this experience, just give into the experience and enjoy the relationship for what it is, or keep it moving if he's not giving you what you need. Or she, sorry, or he or she. All right, this is the let's see what your next card says. The High Priestess. Well, good thing it was just a small dog. All right, make no mistake about it. It's the High Priestess's chair now. This girl is sitting on top of a world fertile with possibility and power. Wow, this card is really speaking to you of, like, you know what? If Jaden isn't showing you what you need, you're a high priestess. Like, you're amazing. Hey, you, welcome. Her lit candles speak to the contrast between darkness and lights, secrets and clarity. Talk about the divine feminine. She represents sacred knowledge and hidden secrets. She directs your attention to your own intuition and trust you've built within yourself. So this card is reminding you, love bug, how amazing you are, and that your intuition probably already knows how this other person feels about you, So these two are referring to reflecting on how you're dealing with the relationship. And this one's reminding you of how freaking awesome you are. And if this person isn't giving you what you need, then there's somebody that will, because we all deserve it. Thank you for letting me read for you, love bug. I appreciate you. I hope it touched you in some way. Hey, Fizza. I remember that name. I think you're coming back, right? Welcome. Thank you. You 1082, would you like a reading, or are you just here to say hey? And that's okay too. You okay?
Yeah, I'm going to report.
Okay. Are you gonna go ride?
Yeah.
Love you. Be careful, okay? And the rain's gonna come, so be careful.
Yes.
Welcome, you 1082. If you would like a reading, you can put general reading or a specific question. And then after you 1082, Fazal came in. Fazal, yeah, go ahead and put your question down too. Hey, Chosen, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I've written your name down if you would like a reading. I'm waiting on you, 1082. You're welcome, Love Bug. I hope it helped you. Yes, I have, yes, Chosen. I have you, 1082, and I have Fazal I'm waiting on, and then you can have a reading after that for sure. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. And then,
Blessings, everybody.
oh, he said blessings. He's gonna go for a motorcycle ride. All right, Fazal. I don't know if 1082 is just here to say hey or not. I haven't seen. Fazal, what's your question? And then Chosen, I can do your general reading after Fazal, okay? I'm so sorry that maybe you possibly went through that, Fazal. All right. So a lot of times I tell people when there's a specific question like that, they may not tell you yes or no, but we'll pray over the deck and then we'll put the cards out and see what happens. Okay, Fazal? My source, my higher power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you do the same for Fazal. I ask that you bring words of wisdom, healing, and enlightenment to Fazal. I call upon happiness. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring Fazal healing, security, self-love, and self-worth. And so it is. Amen. All right, Fazal, I'm going to shuffle, and I just want you to keep an open mind and an open heart, okay? I release any negativity from this deck. I said you only lead me with words of wisdom, kindness, and intuition. Help guide my intuition. I'm so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful that we can come together to raise the positive vibrational field of this world we live in. All right, I'm going to cut the deck and then I'll lay 3 cards down, okay? I'm so sorry that I know relationships are hard. So those are never fun, especially if you're asking something like that, you know? All right. Oh my gosh. But of course, they're coming in, bringing in the Empress. Hey, Crystal, I'm going to write you down, okay? I have Chosen coming up next, but I'll definitely put you on the list. Welcome back. I think I've seen your name before, right? I think I have. Maybe not. Maybe it was another Crystal. But if you are back, welcome. Welcome back. If you are, and if you're not, welcome. All right, the Empress. I'm sorry, not the the Empress. Who's a pretty Empress? You are. You are. Try walking the Empress down a busy sidewalk and see all the pets she gets. She is beautiful abundance with the stars on her bow and her handkerchief, representing her connection to the seasons and the sky. Her heart-shaped cushion represents love, nourishment, harmony, fertility, beauty, the whole shebang. She encourages you to notice and appreciate your mirage of blessings. So your spirit allies, your higher power are bringing in. If this person did do that to you, try to let it go, because this is how amazing you are. And it's a beautiful card. And it just reminds you, like, you are the divine. You are worth way more than that. All right, let's see what your next one says. All right, this is the 7 of Pentacles, and it's reversed. So I'll read the general first and then the reverse description. You've spent the afternoon chasing down every lost ball in your backyard, and your hard work has paid off. Now reversed, you're headed out this morning thinking you'd try to search for some of those balls you know are lying around the backyard, then took a nap in the sun. What's lost is lost, right? As the afternoon wound down and you spotted one near the basement steps and suddenly felt pangs to regret. Now it's getting dark and you've wasted your time and lost an opportunity to make life better. Maybe try again tomorrow. Wow, this card is really speaking to like try your best. And I know easier said than done to try your best to stop worrying about this person and if they did cheat on you. Because when we focus our energy on somebody that possibly hurt us, we're not allowing for those new positive energies to come in. So your higher power is really speaking and reminding you of how awesome you are and to try to focus your energy on all the good things and not so much the past. All right, let's see your next card. Oh, I like this card. This is a good one too. And it is the Four of Wands. This card describes stability, but it is anything but stasis. On the contrary, having your garden in good order gives you the freedom to leave it and chase big goals. So again, this is about self-reflection and getting your internal thoughts into order and trying to get off of what's not serving your higher purpose. You are part of a beautifully functioning domestic ecosystem, and you know it. You're free to snap at passing bugs, dig holes, roll in the dirt, hang out with family, or nap in the sun. The four sticks making up the garden trellis creates beauty and harmony, but also serve a functional purpose. You found the perfect balance between work and play. And I think this is just reminding you that keeping that balance in your life, especially emotional balance, if this question is really hitting you hard, that trying to find that balance and trying to let that go is going to bring you back to being the amazing person you are, and the divine within you will come out, and then all the possibilities will open up. So I know it didn't answer if it happened, but I hope it provided some spiritual guidance and something to pray or meditate over, whatever your practice is. Thank you so much, Fazah, for letting me read for you, okay? All right, Chosen. I'm going to pray over the deck, okay? And then we'll do a 3-card read. And thank you, Fazal. I'm sending you so much love, light, and peace because I know. Oh, I just asked a minute ago if you were here. I was going to do a reading for you. I'll do Chosen and then I'll do you next. You, 1082. Yeah, Fazal. I know relationships are hard. So I'm sending you so much peace. And especially if somebody did possibly that to you, I just send you so many healing vibes and positivity. Thank you so much. All right, Chosen. I'm going to pray over the deck, okay? My source, my higher power, thank you so much. Thank you for coming in and guiding my words and guiding this deck. I ask that you continue to do the same for Chosen. I ask that you bring in words of wisdom, light, happiness, and abundance. I call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to provide healing, prosperity, self-love, self-confidence, and wisdom. And so it is. Amen. All right. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I just want you to keep an open heart and an open mind. Okay, Chosen? I rid this deck of any negativity, and I ask only for love, light, and positivity. I ask that you continue to guide my words to bring love, light, and positivity to this community. I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for this community and to be part of raising the vibrational field of the world we live in. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, Chosen. I'm going to split the deck and then we'll put 3 cards down, okay? And you, 1082, I have Crystal and you. So if you want a general reading, put general or put in a specific question for me, okay? All right. So when I do general, the first card can either be your past or it could be related to something you've really been praying over or meditating over or just thinking about. So it could be your past or it could be related to something that you've been dealing with. All right. The Knight of Wands. and it's reversed. So I'll read the description and then I'll put the I'll read the reversed. The knight has moved out of the apprentice phase and is embarking on his journey to learn all about the element of fire, how to direct his energy and to focus. The knight sometimes stumbles on the path, but that's okay. It's all about learning, spiritual progress, not perfection. One of the first lessons is learning how to not allow your enthusiasm to lead you to bite off more than you can chew. Oh Lord, I was the queen of that. I always spread myself too thin. The other is all about finding the right cadence with your energy and drive so that you don't burn it all up before you reach your goal. So balance and don't spread yourself too thin. Don't let that enthusiasm take you too far. All right, now the middle could be your present or it could be related to a situation at hand. All right, and this is the Six of Swords, and it's reversed. You saw bones go into the trash. You acted impulsively. Now you're wishing you could untip the garbage can, unchew the paper towels, and untaste those bones, which were in the trash for a reason. They were stale. So this doggo has made a mistake and just gotten too deep into the trash. Now it's reversed, so I'm going to read that part to you. Don't let this lesson be lost on you. I got this card whenever I'm just like, I jumped too fast with a job position I thought I should take. And then I regretted it because it wasn't aligned with my higher purpose. So it's saying, don't let this lesson be lost on you and don't allow your impulsivity to lead you to make more bad, fast twitch decisions. Slow down. Going back to that enthusiasm, slow and steady wins the race. If you end up swimming in garbage a second or even third time with all its attendant humiliation and stinkiness, it's on you. So your spirit allies, your higher power, whatever it is you seek in this universe, is just reminding you you have a lot of enthusiasm and you have a lot of drive, but it can lead you to become unbalanced. So just try to hone in and slow and steady wins the race. All right, let's see what this next card says. All right, this is the Five of Wands, and it's reversed as well. So I'm going to read the general description first. It can be delightful to watch puppies chasing each other and fighting over sticks, but in a flash, that can turn into bites and injuries. What starts as friendly competition can easily take an ugly turn. Now, a reverse says aggressive play comes naturally to puppies as they learn how to navigate becoming a full-grown dog. There's no way to avoid conflict, but there is a way to play well with others so that no one gets hurt. Upside down, this card is all about finding compromises, considering everyone's perspectives, and working out conflicts in a productive way. So, I won't speak too much on that. I hope that thank you for letting me read for you. And I hope that they kind of gave you some guidance into some balance. And it seems like if you're this enthusiastic, and then this one's saying, like, consider those around you. I know when I spread myself too thin, I have to be like, okay, keep it in check because I'm affecting everybody around me, you know? But that's hard when you have so much enthusiasm. Thank you, Chosen, for letting me read for you. I really appreciate you. And I'm sending you so much love, light, and positivity. All right, Crystal, U1082 was here first. So if you don't mind, I'm going to let U1082 go, and then I'll do you, Crystal, okay? U1082, will I meet a new, thank you, Chosen. Will I meet a new love interest in the next few months? Okay. What I like to tell people when they ask really specific questions is that it won't always tell you like, yes, that's going to happen in a few months, but it can provide some guidance for you. Okay, so I'm going to pray over the deck and then we'll see what happens. Thank you for letting me read for you. My source, my higher power, creator of all, thank you for being present in this community. Thank you for guiding my words, and thank you for guiding this deck. I ask that you do the same for you and to bring words of self-love, self-confidence, wisdom, and knowledge. I call upon Archangel Michael and I call upon Archangel Raphael to come in to provide healing and just to provide strength, hope, and clarity to you. And so it is. Amen. Okay, you, I'm going to shuffle, okay? And then I just want you to keep an open mind and open heart. All right, Crystal, thank you. Yeah, as soon as I'm done with you, you're next, sweetheart. All right. I rid this deck of any negativity, and I ask that you only bring words of light, love, and wisdom. I ask that you guide you in upcoming decisions regarding relationships. I ask that you provide a sense of self-love, self-confidence, as I know that as we navigate relationships, it can bring lots of self-doubt sometimes. I thank you. I thank you for guiding my words. I thank you for guiding this deck. Okay, you, I'm going to cut the deck for you. So I'm saying you every 2 seconds. And then we'll put 3 cards down. All right. All right, this is the devil, but don't be too worried. To you and your viewers. Oh, love and light. Thank you. 88 Pearls. That's really a beautiful name. I like that. You're coming in with so many good vibes right now. Thank you. I don't know why I just got like this like calming sense of like, oh, I really like that. Oh, hold on, I have to take a minute. Whatever energy you just brought in was like, what? That's weird. I've never experienced that sense of like that. That's really okay. Either way, thank you. I'm grateful. It just kind of caught me off guard. Okay. I'm sorry. Back to you. It's the devil, but don't be scared. I was trying to look back up at, okay, you were asking about upcoming relation. Well, I meet a new love interest. Okay. All right. So this is the devil, but it's reversed, and don't be too worried. I promise it's nothing freaky. Nothing bad. I promise. All right. All right. Do not let the hiss of this strange creature fool you. This devil is all yowl and no scratch. And then it's reversed. So I'll read that. Now the cat's upside down, and you really can't ignore what it denotes. You're already on the path to some welcome transformation. Don't stop now. Freedom is yours for the taking, as opposed to this cat who's upside down. So I don't know if that directly applies to your oh wow, I just keep every time I see 88 Pearls messages, like I get this sense of like stop talking. It's really weird. But anyways, I don't know if it applies directly to the relationship you're asking about, but it's talking about transformation, and it could come in a new form of some type of relationship. All right, let's see what your next card is. All right, this is the Tower, and it is also reversed. All right. Why are there suddenly great sticks of fire tearing through the sky, followed by the most unwelcome and thundering noises? If this unexpected change feels like chaos and upheaval, that's because it is. And then it's reversed. Things might seem a right mess, but upside down, the Tower is actually a reassurance that rebuilding follows. You'll be okay. Cats aren't the only ones who land on their feet. Wow. I like how this card is like talking about transformation. I know. It's good though, right? Like this one's talking about transformation, and this one's talking about rebuilding. So it's not answering like, yes, this love interest is gonna happen, but it's focusing and giving you a lot of positivity that you got this. This is like this transformation and this rebuilding, it's happening. It's happening. All right. Let's see. This is the 8 of Wands, and it is reversed too. Yeah. All right. The shorthand for this card is speed. This dog is nearly finished stacking his sticks and in record time. Things are coming together quickly and ready or not. So now this is the reverse. You're filled with so much enthusiasm, you're running in the wrong direction. Taking inefficient pathways or just getting giddy off the rush of energy and losing focus. When you're moving with lots of energy, aiming for the bullseye is imperative. So this is kind of speaking to you. You seem like you're really ready for this next relationship, but this is reminding you slow and steady, kind of like the other read I just did, but with you in regards to a new relationship. Slow and steady, and the right one will come. It's your birthright to have everything that belongs to you. And we just have to release and surrender and let our higher power provide us that when it's time. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, JA, I'm going to put you on the list. Right now, I have a couple other people. I just did you, and then Crystal's next. I'm chosen. All right, JA. My doggies are like, let me out. All right, Crystal, are you still here? Thank you, JA, for coming in. I definitely have your name on the list. Hey, Crystal, are you still here? If you are, you can pop in. Thank you, 1082. I really appreciate you being here. Crystal. You did remember my name. You were the Crystal from the other day. Would my ex in contact and unblock me in the near future, hoping his heart softens? So talking about your ex. Okay, I'm gonna pray over the deck, and then we'll and you're asking in regards to your ex getting in contact with you. Okay. And I know you've heard my readings before, so a lot of times they won't give you a definite yes or no, but hopefully they'll provide some clarity to the situation, okay? I'm going to pray over the deck, okay? Aisha, can you also see for me? Yeah, Aisha, I have you on the list. If after 88 pearls is Aisha, and then JA after that. All right. Okay. Crystal, your ex, and will they reach out? Okay. My source, my higher power, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I'm so thankful for you in this community. I ask that you provide words of wisdom and clarity to Crystal during these uncertain times. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in healing, love, light, and positivity to Crystal. And so it is. Amen. All right. Hold on. Let me go let the pups out real quick because they're knocking. Hold on. Be right back. Thank you. I have a dog deck because I'm a dog lover and I have a pack of 10. So they were like, let me out. They wanted to go outside and play. All right, Crystal, I've prayed and now can you use Carrie Ann, Crystal? Yeah, Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, of course, I'll call you by Carrie Ann. All right, I'm going to shuffle the deck over you, Carrie Ann, okay? Just keep an open heart and an open mind. I release this deck of any negativity. I thank my higher power for coming in and providing love, light, and wisdom to this community. I that you do the same for Carrie Ann. As Carrie Ann is seeking guidance during these uncertain times. Thank you for raising the positive vibrational field of this world that we live in. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, Carrie Ann, I'm going to split the deck, and then we'll see what they say. Pero all right, this is the star. So let me read that one. A lot of times when people come in and ask about relationships, it speaks to just like how great we are and reminds us like that we deserve everything. The clouds have parted and a single glowing light appears to show us the way. And just like that, all is right with the world. Blue sky, a full water dish, You're safe and sound and have every reason to put your faith in hope and healing. And dare we say it, the success that makes you the star you are. So, Carrie Ann, this is Carrie Ann Crystal. This is an amazing name. This card is just reminding you of that you are that star. You are the divine. And it's trying to remind you instead of worrying about this ex, just to remember that and to have a gratitude towards what you do have and faith in that whatever is supposed to happen will happen as it should. All right, let's see what this one says. This is the King of Wands. Oh, I haven't had this one in a while. He's so cute. He has like a little lion thing on his head. All right, it's reversed, so I'll read the general description first. This king has mastered all the qualities of wands and the element of fire. He is warm but not scorching, focused but not obsessed, energetic but not overbearing, creative but not flaky. Now this is reversed. Kings start training for their station when they're just young pups, but actually using that training requires character, commitment, and a sense of duty to something bigger than oneself. When you feel like your regal station entitles you to be combative, pushy, argumentative, and pursuing goals only for your own good, you've lost the whole point of being king. Yeah, I think this is just hitting on like letting the divine happen. Going back to it when we try to control our own environment is when we end up in just a cycle of negativity sometimes. And we have to learn to let the divine lead. Whoever your higher power is, have faith that they're leading in the right way. All right, let's see this next one. The World. And I know with relationships, it's so hard. You know, before my husband, I went through quite a few, and every breakup was just, it's hard, you know, both parties. And so I'm sending you so much love and light right now. And I know that there's somebody out there for you, even if this one doesn't work. That's your birthright because you deserve it and you're loved. All right, the World. The final card in the major arcana, the World is about completion, coming full circle. Those other dogs, the ones on TV prancing around in front of judges, jumping through little hoops in the hopes of winning the World Cup of Pups, they've got nothing on you. All your needs are met. Acknowledge your evolution with gratitude. The world is your oyster or liver, because it's a dog deck, or drumstick. Now get out there and explore it. Oh, girl, this is telling you like, just keep remembering all the great things you have. And if this guy doesn't come back or he or she doesn't come back, that's okay. Because look at all these great things you have, how wonderful you are because you're the star. And keep it moving because somebody out there is going to be exactly what you hope for. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'll be right back. All right, thank you. There's a storm coming, and they get crazy when the storms come. All right, thank you, Crystal. Sorry, Carrie Ann Crystal. I love that name. That's beautiful. All right, after Crystal was 88 Pearls. 88 Pearls, did you want to come in for a reading? Hey, Pooja? Pooja, I hope I'm saying that right. Yes, I'll put you on the list. Thank you for being here. Welcome. And 88 Pearls. If you're still here, you're next. You can type in general reading or if you have a specific question. After 88 Pearls was Aisha. Aisha, if you're still here, you can type general reading or you can ask a question. I think you might have typed a question, huh? Did the guy? Okay, 88 Pearls is here. Yes, I'd like to know what to do. Okay, 88 Pearls. Yes, I'd like to know what do I have to situate before I move. Oh, I feel you. I'm going through a move soon too. That's a lot. That's a lot to think about. All right. So what I usually tell people is that it might not give you a specific answer as to what exactly you have to situate, but hopefully it will provide some guidance and something to meditate and pray over during this big change in your life. Okay. I'm gonna pray over the deck first. 88 Pearls. Right. My source, my higher power, thank you so much for guiding my words in this deck and bringing such love, light, and positivity to this community. I ask that you continue to do so for 88 Pearls and during this move of theirs, as we all know that moves are massive changes in our lives. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in wisdom, peace, love, prosperity, and abundance. And so it is. Amen. All right, 88 Pearls. I'm going to shuffle the deck, thinking of you, and just keep an open heart and open mind. I release any negativity from this deck. I ask only for words of wisdom, peace, love, and happiness to this community. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to my spirit allies. I'm thankful to my higher power, and I'm thankful to this community. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, 88 Pearls. I'm going to split the deck and I'll put 3 cards down and we'll just see what they say, okay? All right, this is the Ace of Wands and it's reversed. So I'll read the first description, this like general description, and then I'll read the reverse description. All right. This card speaks to the powerful energy of the new thing, the move, huh? Whether it's a business, an art project, a job, a relationship, or a truly sweet stick, it's a natural energy that's full of joy, possibility, and power. Now it is reversed, so I'm going to read that, okay? The energy is there, but you're just zooming all over aimlessly. Can you get rid of distractions or non-essential commitments? How can you regain your focus and start down the beach on the right paw and on a deliberate path? Wow. So what do I have to situate before I move? I can see like how you would be, because I think I'm pretty sure at one point I even pulled this card when we first started to move, because there's so many pieces. So this card is just reminding you to balance. If you meditate or pray, do whatever practice you do to center yourself, and the answers will come to you as you center yourself. Let's see what the next card says. That's not good. Will you just put siete and then on and thank you, baby.
Here, madam. Come here, baby love.
All right, this is the 8 of Cups. A dog can wear only one leash and one collar at a time. So why are there 8 of them hanging on the wall? Relationships, like leashes, can fray and outlive their usefulness. You remember each and every leash hanging on those hooks. Associate every one of them with a season of your life. But only one leash is in good shape and fits well. You know which one it is. Ask for it, wear it proudly to the park, and leave the unraveling, ill-fitting collars and leashes behind. So I'm not sure how it might play into what you should situate before you move, but it sounds like maybe part of your situating is closing the door on some of these old leashes. I hope that applies to like maybe what you're thinking over and maybe provide some guidance. All right, let's see this next one. All right, this is the 10 of Pentacles, and it is reversed. A dog romps through his family's August estate. This card is all about legacy, that of your forebears and yours too. Rather than thinking generationally, you're stuck in a day-to-day, hand-to-mouth mindset. Upside down, this card might indicate squandering an inheritance, mismanaging a family business, or just handling your own assets poorly. It could also mean behavior that leaves a stain on your family's reputation, or it could simply mean that you're focusing on short-term satisfaction at the expense of your long-term happiness. I know it's hard to speak on that because you know deeply what's going on and what you're trying to situate before your move. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope that it provides you some guidance in this big move of yours. And I know moves are huge. And I wish there was just an answer of what exactly we should situate before we do it. But I saw you come into this community with so much love and light that you didn't have to have. So ultimately, you're a divine being. We all are. We all have the divine within us. And when we can balance and really hone in to our spiritual side, all of that's going to line up as it should. You have faith in your divine power and your higher power that they're going to guide you exactly in what you need to situate before that move happens. Thank you, 88 Pearls, for letting me read for you. I truly appreciate you being here. And I'm sending you so much like calmness because I feel the same anxiety about this move for us. So I'm right there with you. I'm glad you could find some clarity in it. You're right. Sometimes everything has its season, and that goes with relationships and people as well. Thank you so much. I'm glad it resonated with you. All right, Aisha. Aisha, you're up next, sweetie. Aisha, if you're still here, oh, you even typed in, did the guy Amar April 1992 saw my photo, which we sent for arranged marriage to his father. The guy. Okay, so you're asking, did he see your picture? I want to make sure I'm reading it right. You're asking, did this person see your picture for the arranged marriage? Aisha? Aisha? Are you still here, Aisha? Hey, Pooja, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. After Aisha, I have J.A. J.A., are you still here? Aisha, and then J.A. I have Asia, J.A. Hey, Eve, welcome. I can add you to my list if you would like a reading. Hey, J.A. Okay. Let me write Eve down. All right, I'll go ahead because I don't hear from Aisha. Uh-oh, my phone cut out. Hold on 1 second. This store might end up cutting me off, you guys. Uh-oh. If I lose y'all, I'm so sorry, and I'll try to come back on. We do have a storm coming in. So, oh, it popped back up, but no, it didn't. Okay, I'm at here. You.
Yes, it did, yeah.
No, mine went back on. Okay, we're back. We're back. Back again, but it might cut out. If it cuts out, I promise you all, it's not me. There is a storm coming in, so if it pumps out, forgive the weather. We all need the storms. It makes the world more beautiful and provides, right? All right, J.A., let me see what your question was. What is my cousin Timmy's intentions and want to call? Okay, so what I like to tell people when they ask about other people and is that sometimes it might not give a direct answer to that. So what we'll do is we'll pray over the deck and we'll pull 3 cards and just see what it says. Okay, no harm, no foul. All right, JA. My source, my higher power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding my words and these cards. I ask that you come in and do the same for JA. I ask that you provide words of wisdom and calmness to the situation at hand. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring healing, words of wisdom, and a sense of peace to JA. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm gonna pray. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shuffle the deck, thinking of you, and of course, just have a open heart and open mind. I release this deck of any negativity. I'm so thankful for this community. I'm so thankful for the words of wisdom and the deck. And I say you do the same for JA. Just provide words of wisdom to this uncertainty and this situation at hand. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, I'm going to split the deck, okay? Your cousin and why they want to call your mom. Okay, let's see. All right. This is the Lovers, but it's reversed. So I'm going to read the main description, and then I'll read the reverse. It's a glorious day. You, them, sweet head rubs. Now that, my friends, is love. True love isn't consistent. At times, you and your adored one fall out of sync. Perhaps they're longing for a run on the beach, and you just want to rest after a long day. It happens. Imbalance doesn't inevitably lead to an end. But be prepared to get honest with yourself about what you're contributing. Now, I don't know the situation at hand, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to read it and then let you bring it in however it's supposed to apply to you. Okay, J.A.? Be prepared to get honest with yourself about what you're contributing. Okay. The next one is strength, and it's reversed. Determination and animal instinct can turn the littlest dog into a formidable fighter. Now it's reversed. Balance is key. Yes, you're standing squarely on all 4 paws, but you might need a gut check. No vet visits here, though. Just a self-assessment of your inner strength, your intuition, and those animal impulses. Okay, so both of these are speaking to self-reflection, and specifically this one's talking about intuition. So I have a feeling that you may already kind of know a little bit about your cousin and why they may be trying to contact your mom, because that's what this is kind of speaking to, is your intuition. All right, let's see what this card says. This is the 8 of Pentacles, which is reversed as well. Whether you just want to master tennis ball, catch and grab, or you're training for the Summer Canine Olympics, commitment to your craft will pay off. Now, this is reversed. Get lazy and you'll lose what you've earned. And don't get cocky and try to fake your way through the hard work that is required here. If anything, when this card appears upside down, you're going to have to jump higher, run faster, be more nimble, and put in more hours towards your goal. So not sure like if that's talking about this situation or maybe something else. I do think it's not good things. We think it's not good things. Well, I thank you for letting me read for you, first of all. And I know that family situations can be so, if you only knew my family, the dynamics of my family. And you know what I had to learn? I learned this phrase in my sober community. It's called love. It's let others voluntarily evolve. And I had to really step back from my family. I had to let go because I was having some resentments here and there. And once I let go and let my family deal with how they did voluntarily evolve without me trying to control it. So thank you, JA. I really appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate you for letting me read for you. Thank you so much, and I hope it provided some kind of insight or something for you to meditate or pray over, okay, or whatever your practice is. All right, Pooja. Am I saying it right? Pooja. I want to say Pooja, but I know it's probably not it. Hey, Reaction King. Thank you. I don't know quite where it comes from because I grew up in Texas, but I I've been living in Georgia for a while now. So Pooja or Pooja. I think it's Pooja. I'm gonna go with my. I think that's what I said the first time. Pooja. All right, let me see, Pooja. You're next. Let me see what your question was. Will I get married and will it be successful? Okay, thank you. Oh no, I'm not Indian. I'm actually I was born in the United States. I've been reading into Hinduism and Buddhism, and I actually got a blessing from a guru named Amma who gave me my bindi. So I'm accepting of all religions. All right. Oh, Aisha, Pooja, I called out for you earlier, and then Pooja jumped in, and I didn't hear from you. So um I'm gonna put you back on the list after Pooja, okay? Aisha. My dad is Caucasian and my mom is Hispanic, so I'm half Hispanic. All right, Pooja. So what I like to tell people, Pooja, is that the cards probably won't tell you exactly when you're going to get married or if it's going to be successful, but it can provide some spiritual guidance to your question and hopefully give you something to consider as you move into possibly your relationship. Okay. All right. I'm going to pray over the deck. My source, my higher power, thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for guiding these cards to heal and provide words of wisdom to others. I ask that you do the same for Pooja. I ask that you bring a sense of self-love, self-worth, and a sense of certainty about her future marriage and how that marriage will go. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to provide love, healing, empowerment, self-worth, certainty. And so it is. Amen. All right, I'm going to shuffle. Yes, Aisha, you were, sweetie, but when I called out for you, I didn't see you, so I moved on. But after Pooja, I'll do you, Aisha. Just stick around, okay? All right, Pooja, I'm going to shuffle and just thinking of you and your marriage to be and keep an open heart and open mind, okay? I read this deck of any negativity. I ask only for words of wisdom, love, light, and positivity. I thank this community for being here. I'm thankful for my higher power and my spirit allies for raising the positive vibrations of the world we live in. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, Pooja, I'm gonna split the deck, okay? I want to look back at your question real quick because I just want to make sure I got the wording right. Will I get married and will it be successful? Okay. I love this. Oh, I love this. I love our higher power. Look, you're going to love this. This is going to teach you about your higher power and that you're the divine, Pooja, and you're worth whatever you want in life. And this card is it. This is called the Ace of Cups. If I get cut out, y'all, there's a storm coming. I promise it's not me. If I lose y'all, it's because a storm came in. All right, Ace of Cups, Pooja. A dog and a human prepare to take their first walk. Babe, will you let May in for me? Thank you. A dog and a human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their literal first steps towards building a loving, long-lasting connection. A collar and a tag say, "You belong to me." The leash is a literal and a symbolic connection, a way to keep both safe. Oh, he's going to put the dogs in the room. No, ma'am. Quit. Quit. The leash is a literal and symbolic connection, a way to keep both safe and accounted for when they're out in the world together. These two have connected hand to paw, absorb the healing powers of trust and love. So this could be speaking to your possible new marriage, or it could be speaking to you trusting your higher power and that your higher power is going to provide to you everything that you need in this life, including a marriage if that is what you want. All right, let's see what your next card is. Now, this is the Fool, but it's reversed. Quit. Oh, who can resist that face? It's time for an adventure. Don't overthink it. Oh, look, your higher power's coming in. Like, Pooja, you're amazing. You're going to get everything because it's your birthright. It's like, don't overthink it. Easier said than done. I have the hardest time. I'm such an overthinker. This good boy would never just take things at face value. A beautiful day is just that. Make your choices cautiously and take responsibility for them. But I think that honing in on don't overthink it. Your higher powers, like reminding you, they got you. Don't overthink it and that it's going to happen. All right. And this is Justice. Oh, how I like your reading, Pooja. All right. And justice isn't always like, oh, you can let him in. Yeah. Justice isn't always like in regards to negative things. Like, because we rightfully deserve what's ours, you know. Justice, fairness, balance. Justice may be blind, but that has only heightened her other senses, including arbitrating fairness. Yes, your actions have consequences, and playing by the rules is rewarded in abundance. So abundance is coming to you. If you've chosen your actions wisely, you too have earned the right to stop and smell the flowers and bask in a ray of sunlight. So all three of your cards are just speaking to you, Pooja, that they're not going to tell you exactly when you're going to get married, but it's your divine right. It's your birthright to have everything and more. So try to just balance yourself, meditate, pray, whatever your practice is, and just have faith in your higher power that things will come to you as they should. It's okay. My dog is a riled up, y'all. Thank you so much, Pooja, and thank y'all for being understanding of my pack because I am a pack family. Thank you so much, Pooja. I appreciate you. I love that name. That's amazing. All right. Aisha. Aisha, are you still here now?
Yeah.
Aisha. I have Aisha, Eve, and then reaction. Aisha, are you still here? I have Aisha, Eve, and reaction. Aisha, like, popped in and out. Okay, Eve, you are after. I feel bad, but if Aisha, let me give Aisha 1 second to see, but I don't know if they're still here or not. All right, Eve, I guess I'm going to go on with yours since Aisha's not popping in. All right. Does my ex... Hey, Sean. Yes, I can add you to my list real quick. I have Eve next. And then if the others don't pop in that were on my list, you'll be next. I have Aisha and Reaction that were here, but I think they left. All right, Eve, does my ex... Oh, there's Aisha. Okay, let me get Aisha in, Eve, if you don't mind. She's been waiting, or they've been waiting. Or she's been waiting. Did the guy... Okay, so you're asking, did this person see your picture that you sent for your arranged marriage? Okay, what I typically tell people is it might not tell you yes or no, but it could give some spiritual guidance for you, okay? So I'm going to pray over the deck, and then hopefully it'll bring some clarity to you, Aisha. Okay. My higher power, my source, the creator of all, thank you for leading my words. Thank you for leading this deck. I ask that you do the same for Aisha as she's in times of questions. I ask that you bring her the wisdom and knowledge that she needs to feel good about the situation at hand. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to provide words of wisdom, love, healing, self-love, and self-confidence. And so it is. Amen. All right. How exciting, Aisha. I know that like that's a huge thing. I'm gonna shuffle the deck, okay? And I just want you to keep an open heart and open mind. I release this deck of any negativity. I ask that you continue to guide my words and these cards to provide a sense of calmness and stability to Aisha. As I know, a new relationship and a new marriage can be very confusing, possibly bring up insecurities. So I thank you for guiding my words. When one rises, we all rise. Thank you for raising these vibrational fields of the world we live in. Okay. Oh, the storm's coming. I used to be terrified of storms, and now that I'm just more spiritual, it's just like, oh, it's such a beautiful thing the way the world works. All right, I'm gonna split the deck, okay, Aisha? All right. Oh, I love this card. Oh, I love it because the little Yorkie and the beach is like my thing. All right. We have a little Yorkie. I always say he gave me his vision because he went blind, unfortunately, at the same time as I gained my spirituality. So I always thank him for his vision. All right, this card is the Three of Wands as my dogs go insane. Sabetto, come here, boy. This is the Three of Wands. Standing on a seashore. Standing on a seashore at the border between land and water, you're contemplating new horizons and taking steps to make things happen. You are taking action on new opportunities, a career shift, a new project, a new relationship. You have your sticks on the shore, but dogs are great swimmers too. Why not jump in, swim to the sailboat, and hitchhike your way to a new adventure? So this card is just basically telling you like your adventure is happening. You're already doing exactly what you need to do for this new relationship. It's kind of reminding you just to have a sense of calmness over it. It's easier said than done though, because obviously I know a picture to a possible new arranged marriage is a massive thing in your life. But this is just your higher power trying to remind you that you got this. It's okay. All right. This is the Page of Pentacles and it's reversed. So let me read the description first and then I'll read the reverse description. All right. Pages signal new beginnings and becoming a student of the suit's qualities. Here, the Student of Pentacles and the element of Earth represent reliability, stability, patience, and steadiness. In this position, the page is too lazy and plotting to pursue his goals. He'll just as soon chase a dragonfly as chase a tennis ball. Pentacles are about appreciating the material world, including naps and treats, but you must keep pleasure and work in the right balance. I think this card is more speaking to, it's saying to step back and appreciate the world that you're in. You've done your part. Your picture's there. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. Try not to let this situation overburden you and just appreciate what you have right now. Appreciate the situation at hand for what it is and just have faith that it's going to work out as the divine sees it to be. All right, this is the Page of Cups. Look at that puppy gorgeous swim. Isn't that amazing? All right. Pages signal. Look, you keep getting these new beginning cards. Like I can't even I don't want to speak it into existence, but like I have a feeling this photo has been seen, and if you want this marriage, it's gonna happen because you've gotten two different cards about new beginnings. So don't have faith in your divine. Pages signal new beginnings and becoming a student of the suit's qualities. Here, the suit of cups and the element of water represent emotion, intuition. So you have the divine within you. You have the intuition. You probably already know the answer to your own question. Um, receptivity, fluidity, and empathy. The page is full of unabashed joy and playfulness, unafraid to let his feelings be known. He's testing the water, exploring his hunches, feeling through how he wants to approach people and projects, and deciding what his biggest dreams might look like. Is this the right time to dive headfirst into something new? Well, for you, it looks like it is, huh? So this is just like, I love how this is just speaking to you of like, you already have that intuition. You already know how this will probably play out. So try not to worry. I know easier said than done. And I am sending you so much peace, so much security, because I know, I can only imagine. I had the privilege of meeting my husband beforehand. So I know that there's a lot going around this for you. And I'm just sending you so much peace and love and a sense of calmness. Thank you for letting me read for you. And I hope that it guided you in some way. Thank you so much. All right. After Aisha was Eve. Eve. And I think you're still here. Eve. Does my ex have good intentions to move on? Or will she only slow down things? So it's kind of like, what is your ex doing? Are they gonna keep it moving, or good intentions to move on, or will she only slow things down? Okay, Eve, welcome. And I'm gonna pray over the deck first, okay? Because I know relationships can be very can bring uncertain times to us, you know. My source, my higher power, the creator of all, thank you for being here in this community. Thank you for guiding my words. Thank you so much for guiding this deck and providing words of wisdom, light, love, and healing. I ask that you do the same for Eve. I ask that you bring words of wisdom, words of self-love, self-confidence, and some clarity to the situation at hand. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to come in for healing, to remind Eve of how amazing Eve is, and to bring words of calmness. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I just want you to keep an open heart and an open mind to receive the message as for what it is, okay? I release this deck of any negativity. I only promote I only promote peace, love, and happiness. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to this deck. I'm so thankful to this community. I ask that you provide Eve with the same things of peace, love, and happiness. When one arises, we all rise. All right, I'm going to split the deck, okay? They're all getting wound up. Okay. So your questions in regards to your ex and their intentions. I always love it when people ask about relationships. Their cards always end up reminding them of how awesome they are. So this is the Emperor. The crown makes the emperor, but a big bone doesn't hurt either. There is no mistaking who holds the power here. That crown, that bone, that bow tie, not to mention the cushy bed. The emperor wants you to have it all. When you hold all the power, it's tough to remember to do so responsibly. It's worth restraining yourself. Destiny will reward you. So this is just reminding you of like, you've got it. You've got the power. You've got everything. It's like reminding you of what you do have and trying to let go of controlling or thinking too much about your intentions of your ex, but reminding you of everything you do have. All right, let's see what this one says. This is the 9. Should be 9 of Wands. Yeah, the 9 of Wands. You find yourself on another bend in the path where obstacles present themselves and you're tired of fighting. Keep going and you'll reach those sticks eventually, even if you have to wait for that snowman to melt a little bit. You can see your goal. In this case, that snowman sticks because the dog's jumping up to get the snowman sticks. But despite challenges, snow and exposed paw pads, yikes, the Nine of Wands reminds you that you've got this. You know you're tenacious, strong, and tough. Those sticks don't stand a chance. So I feel like they're telling you, like, you're amazing. You've got all this hard work. Like, just have faith in the process and try to balance your thoughts and your emotions and maybe more self-reflect versus what your ex may be doing. I know easier said than done. I know for a long time I dated this person and we were on and off again for a long time. Relationships are hard. And I had to really, it took me a long time to let go. And that person was an ex for a reason. We just didn't mesh well. And ultimately, though, you know what should be for you and what serves your higher purpose. And I see your next card. The nine of swords. Let's see. Yeah, the Nine of Swords in its reverse. Your nervous system is in overdrive, and not even treats or a forbidden sit on the couch are comforting. I can see why. Your thoughts are probably consumed by this person right now. Worry has escalated to chronic anxiety, and that's not good for us. I know it's really easier said than done, like I said, but our mind, our ego, society teaches us that ego sometimes is just like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. But ego is more than that. Our ego is our head overthinking everything or talking negative self-talk to ourselves or anxiety. That's also ego. So, it's always there, so it's hard. And we have to just practice to keep it in check and in balance. You find yourself overreacting to everything, jumping at shadows and expecting the worst. This state of mind can make a bad situation worse and affect your physical health too. All that anxiety can bring physical problems as well. There's no shame in reaching out and asking for help. This position can also indicate that someone has put their nightmares back where they belong and has started the process of healing. So I don't know if it's encouraging you to start the process of healing. I feel like it is, because it's reminding you how great you are. You have all these goals that you're reaching towards. And then this one's reminding you that your anxiety and possibly thinking about this ex could bring you down more than what it's worth. And I just want you to remember that you're a divine being. You're worth everything. You deserve everything and more. So I want you to really hone in on your practice, whether you meditate, whether you pray, whatever it is, to reach your higher power, your spirit allies, and have faith in the process, and that whatever's supposed to happen for your higher purpose will ultimately happen. Thank you, Eve. And I'm sending you so much love and light. I know relationships are hard. I thank my higher power every day for the sense of balance I have with my husband. But trust me, it took a lot of relationships to get through for me to grow enough to find the right one for me. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. All right, I have Reaction next, and then Sean. Reaction, are you still here? Reaction. Thank you, Eve. Reaction, if you're still here, you're next, and then I have Sean. And Sean, if you're still here, you can also post, do you want a general reading or do you want, like you have a specific question? Reaction. Let me see. Oh, maybe Reaction just came to say, hey, he never did say that he wanted a reading. So I'll jump to you, Sean. Where is my situation headed? Because it feels like it's getting worse than better. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. And I know what it can feel like to feel that sense of like, what's happening. So let me pray over the deck, and then we'll put 3 cards down and see where they lead us. Okay. Okay. All right. my higher power, my source, the creator of all, I thank you so much for leading my words and leading this deck. I ask that you do the same for Sean during this uncertain time. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to come in and touch Sean and provide healing, words of comfort, words of security, a sense of well being, and health and prosperity and abundance. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you, and I just want you to keep an open heart and an open mind to the message, okay? I release this deck of any negativity. I only ask for words of light, love, wisdom. I'm so thankful to this community. I'm so thankful to my higher power, my spirit allies, for guiding my words and guiding these cards. I'm so thankful to be able to raise the positive vibrational field of this world that we live in. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck, Sean, and then I'll pull 3 cards, and we'll just see where it takes us, okay? All right, this is the Ace of Cups, and it's reversed. So I'm going to read the general description first, and then I'll read what the reverse means. This card speaks to the powerful... Oh, wrong one. Sorry. I was on Ace of Wands. All right. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their literal first steps toward building a lovely, long-lasting connection. And now it's reversed, so I'm going to read that description. Both people and dogs can chafe at using leashes, and too much control can stifle freedom and joy. The collar gets put on a little too tightly, the leash pulled too hard when trust is absent. And when it's all about wanting power over another, there's no room for love. Be open to self-examination, countering self-doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. I don't know about your situation, so when I'm like that, I like to leave the reading just where it is. So I hope that card kind of gave you something to self-reflect on. All right, let's see what your next one is. The Queen of Swords. And it's reversed as well. So I'll read the general description and I'll flip it and read the reverse. Snug in a blanket, patterned with birds, symbolizing the element of air. The queen is the embodiment of dignity and is so smart she can probably read the word woof on that bone, because one of her bones says woof. All right, reversed. When upside down, the queen's mind is cloudy and her logical thoughts get pushed away in favor of strong emotions. And I'm sure you're having those if this is heading into what you feel like is a worse situation. Even in chaos, you're still a formidable intellectual foe and can cut others to shreds with a few words. The only tongue you should be nipping at is your own. And I think if the situation's getting worse, maybe there's some like conflict happening. So this card is just speaking to self-reflection. And this one as well, too. They're kind of both asking you to examine your part in this relationship and how you can alter how you do things to serve your higher purpose. All right, let's see what this one says. Oh, the Queen of Wands. I love her and her little crown. All right. The Queen of Wands radiates a sunny warmth. She knows who she is and she knows she is fabulous. She also knows what she wants and isn't afraid to chase it. Squirrel, butterfly, or stick. Jolly, naturally optimistic, and energetic. When this queen enters the dog park, she immediately becomes top canine. Don't misinterpret that grin. She's type A, super tough, knows her right place, and runs towards her goals at full speed. Tap into your inner monarch and follow her lead. I think this one's just guiding you of like, you are an amazing person. You have, I don't want to add too much to it. I don't want to say the wrong thing whenever maybe it's not meant to be said. Tap into your inner monarch and follow her lead. Your intuition is speaking to you, and you ultimately know what that means, you know? Oh, I see. Oh, and that adds to it more. Oh, I see. Financial. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about a relationship for some reason. Let me see. I really feel like this one is just reminding you that even when we go through these financial things, ultimately your higher power wants you to trust in your higher power and your spirit allies or whatever your source of spirituality is. I think it just thundered really loud, huh? I want to go back now. Let me go back now. I want to go back to the first one. For some reason, I was thinking you were asking about a relationship, but you mean car and money. Let me go back to the Ace of Cups. I just want to make sure I read it regarding the situation you're asking about. All right. Both people and dogs can shave. Okay, I get it. Okay, so this is saying lacking trust. Well, that is talking about you and your higher power. Every time I try, there's a roadblock. Relationship is what you're saying. Okay, so either way, it's okay. Either way, it's hitting. This one definitely speaks to trusting your higher power and trusting the process. Like right now, will you put him in the room for me? Thank you. I know for me, and I'm having my Armada decided it didn't want reverse anymore. So I have this whole transmission issue while we're trying to move. And it definitely, my ego comes in and it's like trying to like overthink everything. And this card just reminds us to trust in our spirituality, trust in our higher power, and trust that the path will take us for our highest good. So yeah, thank you for letting me read for you, Sean. I appreciate you. And thank you for being here. I hope it resonated with you and gave you something just to reflect on, meditate, and pray over. And reaction, you were next. If you're still here, reaction, if you would like a reading, you can come in. About Terra waves. I don't know what that is. What's Terra waves? I never heard of that. They just want to play, babe, or what? Like, what? You good? Oh, look, I am like obsessed with sound baths, but they're so expensive. I can't go to one. But I had a sound bath a decade ago, and I really enjoy meditating to certain frequencies. I don't know if you ever heard of the hand pan, but I always listen to this guy on YouTube, Malty Martin, I think is his name, who plays the hand pan. And yes, sound frequencies. I just believe in meditating, being still, and being at peace. And sound frequencies definitely contribute to that in the healing process. Mm. I didn't know they were called Terra waves. Thank you for teaching me that. I've never heard of that. Terra waves. Mm. Every time I wait for the next reading to pop in, I like play with my spirit allies. Twice I got my spirit ally deck out today, and then both times somebody popped in for a reading. I was like, look, and it's so funny because my spirit ally deck, it says, ask and you shall receive. And I literally was like opening it up earlier, and then the next one came in for wanting a reading. This was my first deck for me to connect with. It's a really cool deck. And it says you are always guided. And like one of my first mantras when I started my sober path was like, I'm loved, I'm guided, and I'm protected. Did you get it figured out? Thank you all for being here. If you would like a reading, you can hop in the chat and ask for a general reading or a specific question you may have. I love it when they stick. Cacao. That's the cacao on my spirit allied deck. I don't know. Maybe I should. I'll let him out. Maybe I should just let him out. Yeah. Let me go let my dogs out. I got it. There's nobody needing a reading. Oh, no, they're trying to eat my tarot. Hey, Prana, welcome. I think you've been here before, huh? Welcome back. Sorry. This is the Nubis. No, ma'am, there we go. You smell in my mouth because I just ate a piece of bacon. Whip. All right, hold on. Sorry, Prana. Yes, you got it. General reading. Don't get them riled up. They were just. All right, hold on. I have to put my spirit ally deck up first. Well, I can leave it right here. All right. All right, Prana. I'm going to pray over the deck first, okay? My source, my higher power, thank you for guiding my words. Thank you for this community. I said you continue to do the same. Guide my words and guide this deck as I do a reading for Prana. I said you bring words of wisdom, light, love, and positivity to Prana. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring words of light, love, healing, prosperity, and abundance. And so it is. Amen. Okay. Pranati. Pranati. That's beautiful. Pranati. I hope I'm saying it right. I tend to butcher names. Pranati. Pranati. I'm going to shuffle. I know you have a sunflower. I love the sunflowers. They give me natural endorphins when I see them. I'm like, oh, you're just so beautiful. Pranati. All right, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you. Just keep an open heart and an open mind, okay? I release this deck of any negativity. I'm forever grateful to this community. I'm grateful for my higher power and my spirit allies for guiding my words and guiding the cards. I ask that you provide words of wisdom, love, and light to Pranati. 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 I hope I'm saying it right because it's too pretty to not say it correctly. Thank you. When one rises, we all rise. Okay, when I do general, Sometimes it could be past, present, future, or it could be related to something you've been thinking about a lot. Oh, thank you, Kifa, for throwing that in there. All right. All right. So this could be your past, or it might be related to something you've been thinking about lately or dealing with. And this is the seven of wands, and it's reversed. You've moved up to a new level of success. Every dog wants what you've got, and you're trying to protect your turf and your sticks because it's a dog deck. All right, I'm going to read the reverse. You're doing your best to guard your gains, but others are plagiarizing your ideas, coming at you aggressively or wanting to steal all the things you've worked so hard for. That's wearing on your self confidence, and battling it out is making you weary. Keep fighting. Unless you're so exhausted, you know you must retreat to build up your strength and fight another day. So, this card again is just saying keep fighting, or if you have to retreat, that's okay too. You ultimately know what's best for you and what's best for your higher purpose. All right. Oh, I like how this is like reminding you that there's a lot going on, and then this card has the balance scales in it, right? God, life is hard, right? Like life can just throw so many curveballs at us. It's like, how can I balance when I got this, and this going on? This is the Six of Pentacles. When your dog bed is overflowing with toys, what's the best thing for a good boy to do? Share the wealth, of course. You've been given every toy a dog could want, and now you're ready to offer up even your favorite plush elephant to a playmate. You're feeling resourced and confident enough to give without worry, and you know that the warm fuzzies resulting from sharing with others is even nicer than the warm fuzzies of a stuffed animal. Oh, that's a beautiful card. I've been reading a book actually that talks about that and about when we hoard, it actually goes against the flow of nature. That the flow of nature is natural, it is a give and take. So I like that card. All right, let's see the next one. This is the Page of Cups and it's reversed. Pages signal new beginnings and becoming a student of the suit's qualities. Here, the Suit of Cups and the element of water represent emotion, intuition, receptivity, fluidity, and empathy. Upside down, the page is emotionally incontinent, making water where he shouldn't and getting scolded as a result. Your emotions can be a helpful guide to you on your path. So this is saying, listen to your intuition, listen to your emotions, but only if you have control of them. So this one's kind of speaking of some things going on, and this one is too. But this is reminding you of amazing things that you have. So I feel like the cards are just reminding you to find balance, reflect inward, because you ultimately have your intuition to fall back on, and your higher power is always there. The divine's always within us. So thank you. Thank you, Pranati, for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you being in this community. Mm. It's a pretty name, Pranati. Thank you. While we wait for the next read, this was the one of my spirit ally cards I just pulled. Aw, I love my little crystal ball. That's so cute. That's so cute. One of my one of our brothers in the YouTube community calls me witchy woman. It's so funny. I'm like, I don't know. But I do make jokes too, because when I talk about, like, I live in Georgia, which is very much the Bible Belt, and a lot of times reserved Christians can kind of like think of anything outside of Christianity like witchcraft, and so I joke because I'm a teacher, so when I say, oh, the full moon, some of the women will look at me like, oh my, what are you talking about, the full moon? And I'm like, look, that's not that's science. Like, the moon sways the tides. Why wouldn't it sway our bodies when we're predominantly water? And I'm like, I gotta be careful what I say around here. They're gonna burn me at the stake. It's just a bad joke though. Welcome if you're just coming in. If you'd like a reading, you can put in the chat general or a specific question. Welcome to this all-loving community, and thank you for being here. I'm just pulling a spirit ally card that I got. It says, I am free to enjoy life's luxuries. Tracing back to the thousands of years, the beans of the cacao plant have been a delicious treat indulged in by ancient civilizations. Embodying richness and activating heart energy, the cacao plant opens up a world of enjoyment and pleasure of the senses. Even though cacao has a royal history, not all of life's pleasures need to be pricey. This plant is a reminder of how even the simplest of moments can offer morsels of lavish and luxury. A night spent at home, bundled up with a steaming cup of hot chocolate and your favorite book, is sometimes even more enjoyable than spending your night in a dimly lit restaurant. Invite these sweet moments into your life, or better yet, find excuses to make them a priority. You live in this lifetime once. Have dessert first. I love how it's like reminding me to just enjoy the small things. This 3D world can like suck us dry, and it takes sometimes the joy out of the life. And that card just reminds us to look out the window and see the beautiful plants that are there. Or like when I see a butterfly passing, how grateful I am that that butterfly is there and that it came to visit me. Welcome. If you're just coming in and you would like a reading, all you have to do is pop in a chat and say you want a general reading, or if you have a specific question, you can try to ask a specific question. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. That's one of my spirit ally cards. That's the Cancer card. Let's see it while we wait to see if anybody else wants a reading. I embrace my emotions. Oh, there's this song I listen to all the time by Ayla Schaefer. And she's like, I welcome it all. I welcome all these emotions. Because I know some people in the community have heard me say over and over again that as I went into sobriety, welcoming all these emotions was definitely hard at first. I was like, whoa, I got to deal with all these emotions now after years of diluting them. So I like this card saying, I embrace my emotions. You can find Cancer sitting peacefully on a meditation cushion, eyes closed, searching deep inside themselves for emotional peace. Cancer knows that there is nothing wrong with expressing their emotions. To them, emotions are beautiful and they flow freely. If you are going through an emotional stage in your life, Cancer's here to sit by your side and encourage deep release. Take note of all the emotions that you experience daily, judgment free. It's important to realize that we shift so much throughout the day, and that's completely okay. Welcome all of your feelings and give them the space to be heard. We are naturally fluid beings, ebbing and flowing like the tides. So expect to have times of crashing waves along with the ease of gentle shores. Through mastering the process of witnessing and letting go of emotional waves, you'll find a grounded peace. I like that. They taught me at the treatment center that a lot of times we're not taught to question our emotions. that we're just like, oh, that's there. And I never did. You know, I turned 41 at rehab and I never questioned my emotions. And I learned actually that anger is a secondary emotion. That underneath our anger is always something underneath that's deeper. Somebody hurt me, or somebody, what were the other one? What were the other ones? I'm having a blank now. But under anger, we have to ask ourselves, why am I angry? What happened? There's always something underneath it. And it the treatment center just really taught there's thunder in here. It really taught me to really self-reflect and stop trying to push my emotions down, rather like accept them and feel them and learn how to navigate them in a healthy way. I do a lot. I meditate and I pray a lot. That helps me stay grounded and accept the emotions I'm feeling, and to remind myself that my higher power, the divine, always has me. Ooh, rainbow fluoride. It's a crystal card. Welcome. If you're just coming in and you want a reading, you can put in the chat general, or you can put a specific question. This is rainbow fluoride. Rainbow fluoride, meditation. I was just talking about meditating and praying. And meditation is an important part of my spiritual journey. Blends of green, purple, and deep blue make this crystal stand out amongst the rest. When held up to the sunlight, the individual colors stick out even more. And with each turn of the hand, a new pattern can be found. Rainbow fluoride is a potent stone that can help to cleanse the aura and clear out negative energy. Rainbow fluoride encourages you to meditate in the coming days, making space for the clarity of the patterns in your life to emerge. Even 3 minutes in the morning can make all the difference before you go about your day. Give your mind and body the rest it needs and connect with your breath. Let it fill you and rejuvenate you. The breath is our life force, our prana, and it carries you throughout life. Taking just a few moments of your time to rest the outer eyes can bring you to a peaceful state and realign your energy. Hold fluoride in your hand and keep it in your space to amplify your cleansing practices. Oh, I like that. I don't think I have a rainbow fluoride yet. It's a beautiful stone though. All right, I think I'm going to end it there. It's 6. It gives me an hour to kind of rest before my meeting. Thank you all. Thank you, my Sangha, my community, for being here. I appreciate all of you and my little bits barking at me. When one rises, we all rise. I hope you all have a great night. I hear you.